So as you come in through the main door, you come straight in the cafe area. In that area, you'll see lots of LS50s on a ceiling mount. So you could use this room lengthwise, in which case you have left, center, right, and you have surround channels and rear channels, or you could use it widthwise, and these would be the surround channels and those the rear channels. If you're eagle-eyed, you'll see subwoofers behind grills. The idea for that is that we have this multi-channel setup that can do Dolby-Atmos. One of the treatment pieces that we have in here is that acoustic spray. The reason why we have that is because everything else in this room is quite reflective. We have a concrete floor, we have glass walls. So having this foam kills a lot of those reflections, making this a more comfortable acoustic environment to be in. Also on the ground floor is the podcast suite. The idea of this room is to be a content creation facility. So we have isolated this room from the rest of the site, but also from the street, so that you could come in here and in the quiet of this space, record the content that you need to record. Inside the room, we've also gone with almost an anechoic chamber style treatment. So we had a lot of these wedges everywhere. These are PET foam wedges. They're arranged in a way, they're sort of staggered in their orientation so that we don't have a straight boundary, which can encourage reflections between here and the glass, or same this way, or ceiling and the floor. And the idea is that these will absorb all the sound that hits it. So this is the stairway. On first glance, it might look like an ordinary staircase, but if you look closely, they're actually in-ceiling speakers. They are the KEF CI 160 RRs. And the reason why we have so many of them, you can render a 3D soundscape, which can essentially transform a mundane journey of going down the stairs to something that's experience-based. The goal is to make every space be another experience. As you come out of the stairway, you come in the hub area. We have a long table with chairs on either sides. But if you look around, there are lots of ceiling speakers. There are actually 4 pairs. They can be used on their own, or they can be used all together. The idea for them to be here is actually for serious listening rather than just background fill. And rather than a sit down, close your eyes type of listening session, the idea for the demos here is to actually be a little bit more interactive, that you could play music on a pair of ceiling speakers and then just walk around, see how far you can go before you start to feel that the UniQ is starting to drop off in detail, really experience what it means to have good dispersion, wide directivity, and really good coverage just from a couple of speakers in what is otherwise quite a long room. Welcome to the listening room. It's designed to be someone's living space because that's what listening rooms are these days. It has an in-wall surround setup, so 5.1.4 system with KEF CI RL, so R series in-wall speakers. They're nicely tucked away, so you don't actually see them at first glance, but they're right there. It's the same with the center channel. We also have surround channels, and we also have in-ceiling channels. The ultimate experience room is the crown jewel. The idea of that room is to be a reference in-wall cinema system, a system in which we have all KEF reference in-wall speakers, the best of the ceiling speakers that we have, so flagship everything, flagship speakers for all of the channels. So in this room we have 5160 Ref M THX LCRs, so left, right and center, and we have the 3160 Ref M THX for the surround channels. It's a 9.14.4 setup. So we have 3 here and another 6 speakers around us. We also have 4 CI 250 RRM THX in the ceiling, but we have 14 KC92s. So we can see 7 on the front wall here. So we have 4 on the bottom and 3 up there on the alcove. Exactly the same arrangement is mirrored in the back. And the idea for having so many subs in a room which isn't necessarily so big to require these many subs is not output, but control. So the idea is here to maintain LF performance that is consistent, that is high quality, and that is repeatable at all of the seats in this cinema. So everybody here can have the same sound experience. And to be able to do that with the bass, we're using Trinov's waveforming technology, which relies on a double bass array of subwoofers like the one we have here. And we have an emitter array in the front, absorber array in the back, which ensures that bass only travels in one direction from the front to the back and that there are no reflections. What I'm excited for people to experience is the versatility of these products and how you can be quite creative. And I'm hoping that these spaces will inspire people to look around, take it all in, and just listen.